Welcome back to Grammar Grade 9. This is Unit 11, Lesson 70, and today we're looking at the marks that live at the very end of a sentence: the period, the exclamation point, and the question mark. They're small, but each one carries a job. One of them says the sentence is calm and finished. One says it's bursting with feeling, and one says it's asking. Choose the right mark and your reader hears exactly the tone you meant. Let's dig in. Let's start with the most common mark of all, the period. A period ends a plain statement, what grammarians call a declarative sentence. It's a sentence that simply tells you something. The lab is down the hall. Our train leaves at noon. There's no strong emotion, no question being asked, just a fact laid down and closed off with that quiet little dot. The vast majority of the sentences you write will end exactly this way, with a calm, ordinary period. Here's a case that trips people up. A command doesn't automatically need an exclamation point. When the command is calm and polite, a simple request, it still ends with a period. Please close the door. Take a seat when you arrive. These are directions, yes, but they're spoken in an even, ordinary voice. There's no shouting behind them, so there's no need for an exclamation point. A polite command is quiet, and quiet sentences end with a period. Now for the loud one, the exclamation point. This mark shows strong feeling or a forceful, urgent command. What a game! That's excitement bursting out. Watch out! Stop! Those are commands shouted with real force because something matters in the moment. The exclamation point is how the page raises its voice. But here's the key. Use it sparingly. If you end every sentence with one, it stops meaning anything. Save the exclamation point for the moments that truly earn it, and it will hit hard. The third mark is the question mark, and its job is simple. It ends a direct question. A direct question asks something outright, straight to the reader or listener. Who knows the answer? Is this the right stop? You can hear the voice lift at the end, waiting for a reply. Whenever a sentence asks a question head-on, right there in its own words, you close it with a question mark. That curved little hook is your signal to the reader that an answer is expected. Now here's the trap that catches almost everyone. Not every sentence with a questioning idea gets a question mark. Look at this one. Jason wondered whether he would be accepted. That sentence mentions a question, but it doesn't ask one. It reports it. It's what we call an indirect question. A question reworded into a statement, so it ends with a period, not a question mark. Same with this. She asked if she could leave early. Again, it's telling us about a question, not asking it, so it takes a period. A good tip: the words whether and if often signal an indirect question. When the sentence describes a question, instead of popping it straight at the reader, reach for the period. Here's how much the end mark alone can do. Take the very same 5 words and watch them change meaning 3 times. You finish the whole thing with a period is a calm statement of fact. You finish the whole thing with an exclamation point becomes amazed and delighted, full of feeling. And you finish the whole thing with a question mark turns into a surprised check, a real question, asking, is that true? Nothing else moved, only the mark at the end, and yet the tone flipped completely. That's the power sitting in these tiny symbols. So let's boil it down to a quick check you can run on any sentence. First, is it simply telling you something or giving a calm command? Then it ends with a period. Second, does it burst with strong feeling or bark a forceful order? Then it earns an exclamation point. Third, is it asking something straight out? Then it closes with a question mark. And keep that one warning in the back of your mind. If the sentence only describes a question instead of asking it, that indirect question still takes a period. Answer those, and the right mark is easy to find. Ready to try a few together? In this first set, I'll show you a sentence with its end mark missing, and you pick the mark that fits its job: period, exclamation point, or question mark. Pause the video and decide before I reveal the answer. Please hand in your forms by Friday. This is a command, but it's calm and polite, no shouting behind it. A polite command ends with a period, so the answer is the period. Which platform does the express train use? This asks something straight out, right in its own words, waiting for an answer. A direct question ends with a question mark, so the answer is the question mark. We won the championship! You can feel the excitement bursting out of that sentence. Strong feeling like this calls for an exclamation point, so the answer is the exclamation point. Now for the tricky set. Each sentence involves a question in some way. You decide. Does it ask a question directly, needing a question mark, or does it only describe a question, needing a period? Pause and try each before I answer. The tourist asked where the museum was. Notice, this sentence tells us about a question. It doesn't ask one itself. That's an indirect question, reworded into a statement, so it ends with a period. The answer is the period. Where did you put my keys? This one asks straight out, right to the listener, expecting an answer. It's a direct question, so it ends with a question mark. The answer is the question mark. I wonder whether it will rain tonight. Hear that word weather? It's a telltale sign of an indirect question. The sentence describes a wondering. It doesn't ask outright, so it ends with a period. The answer is the period. Let's gather up what we learned. A period ends a plain statement, and also a calm, polite command, so a quiet direction still gets that quiet dot. An exclamation point shows strong feeling or a forceful command, and it works best when you save it for the moments that truly deserve it. A question mark ends a direct question, one asked straight out. But be careful, an indirect question, a question reworded into a statement, quietly takes a period instead. One more thing worth remembering. A period also closes an abbreviation. Master these small marks, and every sentence you write will end in exactly the right tone. I'll see you in the next lesson.